Monte Carlo officially refers to an administrative area of the Principality of Monaco, specifically the ward of Monte Carlo Spa copyright lugs, where the Monte Carlo Casino is located. Informally, the name also refers to a larger district, the Monte Carlo Quarter, which besides Monte Carlo Spa copyright lugs also includes the wards of La Rue Saint-Romain, Larvotto, Bas Moulins, and Saint Michel. The permanent population of the ward of Monte Carlo is about 3,500, while that of the quarter is about 15,000. Monaco has 4 traditional quarters. From west to east they are Fontvieille, Monaco-Ville, La Condamine, and Monte Carlo. Monte Carlo is situated on a prominent escarpment at the base of the Maritime Alps along the French Riviera. Near the western end of the quarter is the world-famous Place du Casino, the gambling centre which has made Monte Carlo an international byword for the extravagant display and reckless dispersal of wealth. It is also the location of the Hôtel de Paris, the Café de Paris, and the Salle Garnier. The eastern part of the quarter includes the community of Larvotto with Monaco's only public beach, as well as its new convention centre, and the Monte Carlo Bay Hotel and Resort. At the quarter's western border, one crosses into the French town of Beausoleil, and just 5 miles to its east is the western border of Italy. History. Founded in 1866, Monte Carlo has a name of Italian origin meaning Mount Charles, in honor of the then reigning Prince, Charles III of Monaco. The specific mountain is the escarpment at the foot of the Maritime Alps on which the town stands. The history of the area and the ruling Grimaldi family, however, dates back centuries. The port of Monaco is first mentioned in historical records as early as 43 BC, when Julius Caesar concentrated his fleet there while waiting in vain for Pompey. In the 12th century, the area fell under the sovereignty of Genoa, which was granted the entire coastline from Porto Vecchio to Monaco. After much conflict, the Grimaldis regained the rock in 1295, but suffered a significant amount of opposition in the ensuing years. In 1506 the Monégasques, under Lucien, Lord of Monaco, were under siege for some 4 months by the Genoan army, which had 10 times the number of men. Monaco officially received full autonomy in 1524, but experienced difficulty retaining power, and on occasions briefly fell under the domination of Spain, Sardinia, and France. By the 1850s Monaco, a unregistered trademark reigning family, was almost bankrupt. This was a result of the loss of 2 towns, Menton and Roquebrune, which had provided most of the Principality unregistered trademark revenues with their lemon, orange and olive crops. At the time, a number of small towns in Europe were growing prosperous from the establishment of casinos, notably in German towns such as Baden-Baden and Homburg. In 1856 Charles III of Monaco granted a concession to Napoleon Langlois and Albert Aubert to establish a sea-bathing facility for the treatment of various diseases, and to build a German-style casino in Monaco. The initial casino was opened in La Condamine in 1862, but was not a success. Its present location in the area called Les Spa Copyright Lugs of Monte Carlo, came only after several relocations in the years that followed. The success of the casino grew slowly, largely due to the area's inaccessibility from much of Europe. The installation of the railway in 1868, however, brought with it an influx of people into Monte Carlo and saw it grow in wealth. In 1911, when the Constitution divided the Principality of Monaco in 3 municipalities, the Municipality of Monte Carlo was created, covering the existing neighborhoods of La Rue/Saint-Romain, Larvotto/Bas Moulins and Saint Michel. The municipalities were merged into one in 1917, after accusations that the government was acting according to the motto "Divide and Conquer," and they were accorded the status of wards thereafter. Today, Monaco is divided into 10 wards, with an 11th ward planned to encompass land reclaimed from the sea. The quarter of Monte Carlo was served by tramways from 1900 to 1953, linking all parts of Monaco. In 2003 a new cruise ship pier was completed in the harbour at Monte Carlo. Climate, sport and leisure. Monte Carlo is host to most of the Circuit de Monaco, on which the Formula One Monaco Grand Prix takes place. It also hosts World Championship boxing bouts, the European Poker Tour Grand Final and the World Backgammon Championship, as well as fashion shows and other events. Although the Monte Carlo Masters tennis tournament is billed as taking place in the community, its actual location is in the adjacent French commune of Roquebrune-Cap-Martin. Monte Carlo has been visited by royalty as well as the general public and movie stars for decades. The Monte Carlo Rally is one of the longest-running and most respected car rallies. From 1973 to 2008 and again from 2012, it marks the start of World Rally Championship season, having also served as the curtain raiser for the Intercontinental Rally Challenge between 2009 and 2011. The rally, however, takes place outside the Monte Carlo Quarter and is run mostly on French roads. Monte Carlo is one of Europe's leading tourist resorts, although many of the key tourist destinations are located in other parts of Monaco, including such attractions as Monaco Cathedral, the Napoleon Museum, the Oceanographic Museum and Aquarium, and the Prince's Palace, all of which are located in Monaco-Ville. Salle Garnier. The Opéra Copyright de Monte-Carlo or Salle Garnier was built to designs of the architect Charles Garnier, who also designed the Paris Opera House now known as the Palais Garnier. Although much smaller, the Salle Garnier is very similar in style with decorations in red and gold, and frescoes and sculptures all around the auditorium. It was inaugurated on January 25, 1879 with a performance by Sarah Bernhardt dressed as a nymph. The first opera performed there was Robert Planquet's Le Chevalier Gaston on February 8, 1879, and that was followed by 3 more in the first season. With the influence of the first director, Jules Cohen, and the fortunate combination of Raoul Gunsberg, the new director from 1883, and Princess Alice, the opera-loving American wife of Charles III's successor, Alberto I, the company was thrust onto the world's opera community stage. Gunsberg had remained for 60 years. By the early years of the 20th century, the Salle Garnier was to see such great performers as Nellie Melba and Enrico Caruso in La Bohème and Rigoletto, and Fyodor Shaliapin in the premiere of Jules Massenet's Don Quixote. This production formed part of a long association between the company and Massenet and his operas, 2 of which were presented there posthumously. Other famous 20th-century singers to appear at Monte Carlo included Tita Ruffo, Geraldine Farrar, Mary Garden, Tito Schipa, Beniamino Gigli, Claudia Muzio, Georges Thiel, and Lily Pons. Apart from Massenet, composers whose works had their first performances at Monte Carlo included Saint-Saëns, Mascagni, and Puccini. Indeed, since its inauguration, the theatre has hosted 45 world premiere productions of operas. Rena Copyright Bloom was retained to found the Ballet de l'Opéra Copyright RA. The golden age of the Salle Garnier is gone, as small companies with small houses are not able to mount productions that cost astronomical sums. Nonetheless, the present-day company still presents a season containing 5 or 6 operas. Hôtel de Paris. The Hôtel de Paris, established in 1864 by Charles III of Monaco, is located on the west side of the Place du Casino in the heart of Monte Carlo. It belongs to the Société Copyright des Bains de Mer de Monaco, and is part of the elite Palace Grand Hotels in Monaco with a Hotel Hermitage, the Monte Carlo Beach Hotel on Monte Carlo Bay Hotel and Resort, the Metropole Hotel and Fairmont Hotel. The hotel has 106 rooms divided into 4 groups based on type of view, decoration and luxury. The exclusive City View offers 20 rooms, the Superior Courtyard has 29 large rooms, the exclusive Sea View 59 and the exclusive Casino has 6. Additionally, there are 74 suites and junior suites which are grouped similarly, offering more luxury than the rooms. There are single and double suites as well as Courtyard Junior Suites and Sea Casino Junior Suites. There is also one presidential suite. Monte Carlo in film and television. Monte Carlo has featured in numerous films and television series, most recently in the 2011 movie of the same name. The casino featured in the James Bond films Never Say Never Again, and GoldenEye. To Catch a Thief was an Alfred Hitchcock film with Monte Carlo and its famous casino as the setting and featured Cary Grant and the future Princess Grace of Monaco as the stars. There is a scene in the movie where the then Grace Kelly drives a car very quickly and dangerously along the steep winding roads of Monaco that surround the heights of Monte Carlo. An interesting coincidence to her actual fate in 1982. Monte Carlo was even a location for the late 1960s British London-based series Randall and Hopkirk, where in the 11th episode of the series, The Ghost Who Saved the Bank at Monte Carlo, Mike Pratt, Kenneth Cope and Annette Andre went to Monte Carlo to accompany a highly talented elderly woman to gamble inside the casino and waylay a group of thugs. In 1970, Chevrolet introduced a car called the Chevrolet Monte Carlo, which went through 6 generations of production until 2007. The motor race Monaco World Prix won in Monte Carlo also featured in the 2010 film Iron Man 2. Other films such as Spy, Cars 2 and Monte Carlo use the city as a setting. The video game series Gran Turismo often features Monte Carlo as a location, and the indie game Monaco, What's Yours Is Mine features Monte Carlo as a setting. There are 2 difficult heists in the endgame that take place in the casino. The hotel in Monte Carlo, Monaco also made an appearance in the 2012 DreamWorks animation SKG film Madagascar 3, Europe's Most Wanted. Notable residents: Victoria Azarenka, Shirley Bassey, Bono, Jensen Button, Marin Oia, David Coulthard, Novak Djokovic, Mohamed El Fayed, Michelle Ferrero, Matthew Goss, Philip Green, Stelios Hadjiiono, Lewis Hamilton, Justin Hayward, Mick Hucknall, Robert Kubica, Gina Lollobrigida, Giancarlo Menotti, Roger Moore, Helmut Newton, Mike Oldfield, Milos Raonic, Keck Rosberg, Nico Rosberg, David Schilling, Ringo Starr, Caroline Woznicki. See also. References. External links: Monaco portal.